Welcome everyone to HFN, also known as HueFin News. Today is the 24th day of April 2021, and on today's Lookout live stream session, we're going to look at a couple of cryptocurrencies that our artisan members want us to check out. I want to say what's going on to everyone in the chat. Welcome, you all are at a great spot, great location to get an idea as to where the price is going to go within the cryptocurrency space. Welcome to Crypto Rocket. He's watching this live stream from Ohio. We got individuals from the UK watching all over the place. We want to welcome you all for checking us out today on this particular live stream. If you guys haven't realized, for us, our whole purpose and premise to make sure that we are in position to capitalize on where price is going to go, right? We are in the forecast business as to expecting where price is going to go. And we're going to show you all that all without being confused, right? We're going to show you all that based off the price chart with no confusion at all, whether it's in our speech as well as in our price chart. We're going to give you all the ideas to where we're looking for the price to go. All right. So if this is your first time watching the video, make sure you hit that like button. We have about 30 people watching this live stream right now with only 8 likes. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up. It doesn't cost you anything. We just simply want to show you all the appreciation and the support that you all are giving us here on this particular channel. What's going on, Sweet Canary? Hope you all had a fantastic week. Hopefully you all have seen some profitability in your positions in the cryptocurrency market. If not, were you all prepared to see the market crash or the market take a dip within the cryptocurrency space this week? You know, for us, we saw it coming. You know, we were already under the premise that the market was becoming overextended within the cryptocurrency space. And finally, we got that dip going on into the market right now. Now, before I get started in the charts that we're going to look at today, let me plug each and every one of you all on our perks that we are offering here on this channel. Okay, so now, in order for you to actually participate during our Lookout live stream session, you need to make sure that you become an artisan member, right down there at the bottom. What we're doing right now is the Lookout. You know, we are on the prowl, on the lookout as to where we are going to anticipate where price is going to go. And in order for you to get a chart that you're interested in to be viewed, you need to make sure that you're an artisan member. It's only $4.99 a month. It's not too much in the sense of all the content, all of the value that we are garnering here on this particular channel. What we usually do here for our artisan members, we send out a community post, which is right here. You guys can see the community post, and we send it out to only our artisan members. No one else sees these posts. And I ask the simple question, you know, what charts do you want to go over? You know, there's a plethora of instruments and products out there in the cryptocurrency space, in the stock market, even in commodities. We want to give you all the opportunity to show us, or at least break down any other plays you all want to talk about, right? And this is this time right now that we're going through for our artisan members. Our apprentice perk is not that much, $1.99 a month. You get access to our loyalty badges as well as our custom emojis, so that you all can learn how to call the market right alongside with us, right? Many people didn't expect the market in Bitcoin and Ethereum and the other altcoins to go down in price, right? And the moment that it happens, they want to tweet out to you. They want to do emergency live streams. They want to act like they want to benefit you as to where the market is going to go now. Well, it's after the fact. You know, when these cryptocurrencies dip 10, 12, 13%, and now you want to come out and explain to me, why did the market crash? If you knew that the market was going to crash or dip in price, then why didn't you notify us right before it occurs? This is one of the biggest errors that these individuals are creating. You know, they're not telling us or giving us a heads up as to where the market is about to go. If you knew that the market was going to dip 10, 15%, then why didn't you come out way before then to tell everyone that the market was about to drop? Because you know why? They have no idea. But for us, we do. We can actually pinpoint where the market is going to go. And I'm going to tell you something. The market actually moves based off one individual, right? And it's the one who goes on and tries to create the market. Okay, if anything, I want you all to realize that the market moves off of supply and demand, right? When there's a lot of demand for anything, the value increases. And once you have more stockpile and no one really wants to purchase the item anymore, the price drops. That's the biggest law in these markets. Okay, it's not about what new protocol is about to come out, whether or not they're going to do smart contracts. It doesn't matter if you cannot be hacked at 51%. None of that matters. The only thing that matters is how much do you want this particular cryptocurrency for, or how much are you willing to sell it? You know, how many people want to jump on the boat of these cryptocurrencies? And as many people fall off the boat, then the value will also decrease as well, right? So what's going on, Michael Rath, calling from Austria, Poland. Camille, what's going on? So now let's talk about this real quick. We have about 7 charts that we're going to look at today. So we got a lot to go through today in regards to where the market is going to go. Okay, so the first one we're going to look at is right here. It is Geek. Okay, Will has wanted us to check out this particular chart, and you guys can see that the market in Geek went down, and we anticipated that the market was going to give us strength. And our main premise was that the market really needed to hold support in Geek right there around $2, and it didn't do it, right? So this was another failed attempt into trying to predict where prices is going to go. We knew that the likelihood of Geek going higher in price was not going to come to fruition so long as this market broke support below $2, and it did that. Literally, the confirmation came in on this particular day right here. All right, April the 16th. This is how you're able to minimize the losses in this space. Okay, right there. I'm going to zoom in and show it to you that this is where the market in Geek confirmed that the weakness was definitely going to continue. How do I know? Well, take a look at the market there. The market closed on the low on the 16th, and then take a look at the volume. It tells us everything we need to know. There's nothing else for us to consider in regards to where price is headed. The volume came through, which confirmed that the market really sold off on the 16th of April. So rather than us losing 16% there, we would have gotten out all the way down here at around 24% loss, which, looking at the price now, is nothing compared to where you would be if you were to get out the market now, which is about 50%. So even though you're not going to get every play right, you're not going to get every prediction right, but it also teaches you on how you can minimize those losses. All right. So that is done. That is over. Let's see whether or not this market in Geek is still giving us any strength, right? So now we know that $2 is a major area of restriction. We're going to take a look at the market trend real quick in Geek, and you all can see that we even broke the ascending line in Geek as well. So we have two things already going against us in this market in Geek in terms of seeing this market go higher in price, right? What's going on, Shad? Appreciate it. Thank you for the comment. So looking at this right here, we have restriction at $2, and now we have the market actually confirming that it wants to break the overall trend that Geek started back in January. So we need to be under the premise right now that the market in Geek is not strong. There's nothing wrong with understanding that the market is not strong right now, because the only thing we're going to do is just time the market. We're just going to time when would be the best time to come in and purchase this particular crypto. That's all. So we just need to sit back and wait and allow the market to determine to us where the support area is going to be. Now, obviously, we already have a clue, because the market in Geek came in and held restriction right here on the 25th of January. Let me zoom in and show you that. Okay. Even here, the market in Geek came and held support there. So all of the clues, all of the information we need has already been established. There's no need for us to do anything else. The trap does all the work for us. We just simply need to come in and figure out where the price is going to go, right? So what I'm going to do, this is where we're going to expect the market in Geek to try to come in and hold support. And it's right there around $1, right? 95 cents, 96 cents, at least. Now, if the weakness continues around 95, 96 cents, then the next area is going to come all the way back down to 72, 73 cents. So now we are already creating a plan. You know, we are creating a prediction, a forecast as to where we're expecting the price to go, so that we can already be in a position, so that we can already know where the market is going to go. So on this particular prediction, yes, the market here in Geek is weak. All right. So we're going to play the weakness on this particular cryptocurrency right here. Nothing hard about it. Relatively easy to see and understand, right? So let's do this. We're going to bring it up there towards $1 right now. Next area would be around 80 cents. Okay, that's about 33% away from where the market is now. But that's about 17% here in the market in Geek. Okay. And the restriction area in Geek is going to be right there around $1.50. Okay. So this is what we're going to expect. This is what we're going to be on the lookout for in the market in Geek. We're going to expect us to see a decrease in value in this currency, at least back down to $1. Might go a little bit lower than that if the overall weakness continues in the cryptocurrency space, which is highly likely, considering that majority of these cryptos are giving us nothing but weakness. All right. So now that's the first one. The second one that we're going to look at is Anchor. All right. I want you all to tell me by looking at Anchor. Okay. Looking at Anchor, I want you all to tell me, where do y'all think the price is going to go? Okay. You guys can see we did a price prediction here in the market in Anchor on the 17th of April. And we told you all that we saw the weakness coming to the market in Anchor because of the weakness that came in for both of those days, right? Now, we saw some strength coming to the market in Anchor as we were doing the video, which is why we went ahead and took the option of expecting the price to go higher. And as you can see, we still found restriction the following day on the 18th of April, right there around 19 cents. And that's when the market really increased in its spread on the 18th of April, and then the weakness continues. So already the market in Anchor did not give us the expectation of what we expected it to do. And in order to eliminate that, like I said, we can learn from our predictions. So the market didn't go the way that we expected it. And at the first indication of that, right, we've identified that the market in Anchor was giving us strength, right? We were seeing the market trade right alongside our ascending line. So at what point would you realize that the market in Anchor was weak? At what point would you realize that the market in Anchor wasn't going to go higher in price? Right? At what point? In order for you to really minimize the losses. Like, this is how you're able to do non-emotional trading. We don't allow our emotions to dictate what we're going to do. We allow the trap to tell us where he's going to take the price. It was on this day. Okay, right there on the 19th of April, confirmed that the market in Anchor was not going to go higher in price. How do I know that? Well, take a look. We've already identified that the trend was in play, right? And the market in Anchor on the 18th, it tried to come back up above that ascending line. But on the 19th, it got rejected. And then we closed on the low of the bar. So yeah, 18.75% loss on that prediction right there. That's a lot better than being down 31%. You're not going to get every prediction right? So the best thing that you can do when you're noticing that your prediction is not going the way that you expected is you need to continue to read the market to see if that's actually going to be confirmed and that the weakness is still present, so that you can jump ship. 18%, 18.75% versus 31%, right? So again, it didn't go right. We missed that one too. But you know what? We now know what the trend is in the market for Anchor. If you haven't had the opportunity to hit that like button, make sure you all hit that like button, because we're one of the only organizations that's going to give you all the heads up as to where the price is going to go, all without being confused. All right. Got 22 likes, 43 people watching this live stream right now. I want to welcome everyone who just tuned in. We are giving you all expectations as to where the price is going to go. And again, it's just that simple. If y'all appreciate it, tap that thumbs up button real quick. BM writes in the comments, the market crashes every 21st through the 24th of every month, with a big crypto blow up from the 10th and the 20th every month. I probably 10 times my bags using that particular strategy. So y'all might want to look at into that and test that to see if that's actually the case for these cryptocurrencies. All right, so now, ever since April the 17th, we've seen the market and anchor give us weakness. We're in a downtrend. All right. There's no need for me to try to get you excited. There's no need for me to try to get you amped to think that anchor is going to explode up, 100 times. This is the current sentiment. The market does not lie. It tells us precisely what it wants to do and what it will do. And there's nothing that you and I can do about it. So we are following this trend right now in the market and anchor. So literally on this particular video, we need to gauge, just like what we did in Geek, we need to figure out where the support area is going to be. Okay. And already you can see here that the market really appreciates 12 cents, right? Looking at this on the 2 weeks time frame, it's giving us a lot of weakness though. A lot of weakness, so much so that it wouldn't be impossible for us to see the price in anchor drop all the way down to 9 cents, back down to 6. I'm just giving you all the heads up, right? One thing I could tell you though is that the volume is not as heavy as what it was in anchor when it shot up to 22 cents. The last two-week price bar, the volume definitely is not there. So what it tells me is that many people who are trading or investing in anchor is that they're not believing in this movement to the downside, right? They're not thinking that the market in anchor is overly weak. Because if it was, then the volume would definitely came in on these last two-week price bars, and it's not. So that literally tells me that either there's more pain ahead in the cryptocurrency space to drop these prices because many people are not believing that the market is really that weak. And the trap is already showing us that he wants to drop this price, right? The last two-week price bars, the market in anchor is definitely reflecting weakness. And once we see that increase in volume, that would definitely give us a heads up as to where the stoppage is going to be. Okay. So real quick, we are going to play the weakness into the market at anchor. Now, it might not be immediate. It might take a while, but take a look at this. The market is already confirming how weak it wants to be. Okay. So initially we can see the market actually trade sideways. Okay. That would be between 12 cents and 16 cents initially. But the trend has changed, right? We're not seeing the market bullish as what it once was in anchor when we saw this market break out. See that? Now, this could be a trend to where the market in anchor could come in and hold support. So we can see this market in anchor come all the way back down to this ascending line right there. And that will give us about another 37% drop. It's probable. It's very possible for us to see that. And you know what? That wouldn't be a bad thing though, because that is still the trend. This just shows us that we broke away from the trend massively. And now we're coming right back down to it. Okay. 9 cents would be the first area of support, all the way back down here to around 8. That's it. So I'm playing this forecast on the long term. It doesn't mean on a daily basis that we won't see the market in anchor move up. It will. But looking at this on a 2 weeks time frame, looking at this on a 3 weeks time frame, tells us that we still have weakness here in the market in anchor. Look at this on the monthly. 6 days and 7 hours left before this monthly price bar in anchor completes. But take a look. We're not seeing any strength. So there's no need for me to try to give you any excitement there, because it's not being revealed on the price chart. So let's play this weakness in the market in anchor again. Okay. So here it is. We said that the market in anchor can come all the way back down towards 9 cents initially. Now for us, I'm going to bring it up here towards 10 cents. Okay. Just because it's a psychological number, many people like to trade and enter and exit out of positions on even numbers. Okay. And I'm going to bring up the restriction area in the market around 15 cents in anchor. So this is the play. We're going to play the weakness into the market in anchor, especially if we are going to see the market go down today. Okay. Yesterday was a massive day. right? And we saw the market close toward the high of the bar. So that lets me know that there's still some strength here in the market at Anchor, that we can see it go up to around 15 cents, possibly even 16 cents. But that doesn't mean that the downtrend is over. All right. So let me get rid of this descending line, and we're going to try to gauge to see this market and Anchor come all the way back down to this overall trend right here. All right, so we got our stoppage point, our pit stops that we're looking for the market and Anchor to come to. First one will be 12 cents. Second one, all the way down here to 10 cents. Okay, no lower than 9 cents though. So that's what we're predicting into the market and Anchor over the long term. Okay, that's it right there. Now, the next one that we're going to look at is going to be REN. So you guys can see right here that we did a price prediction into the market in REN on our YouTube channel on the 15th of April. And you all can see that we expected the market to go high in price. Boom, there you are, right? This is how you're able to time the market and get out just in time before the market takes a dip. You see that? We knew that the restriction area in REN was right there at $1.20. And ever since then, the market been going lower and lower in price. Helena and Cody, if you all wanted us to check out those cryptos, you need to become an artisan member. It's only $4.99 a month in order for us to take a look at those particular cryptocurrency that you are interested in. All right, so now we got that 14.15% profitability in that prediction that we did in REN. Cool, done. Now let's move on and take a look at the overall market, because REN really hasn't been participating in the overall upward movement in price as we've seen in the other cryptocurrency space. It hasn't been doing, it hasn't been involved with that movement. And take a look now. We are actually seeing the market in REN break that support area of 80 cents. We was tracking that, and now the market actually is breaking that to the downside. So now what we need to do is change our support area. So it's that simple. We've seen the market in REN come in and hold support right there around 70 cents. Okay. Now the next area of support is going to be 60. Well, how do I know? Well, take a look at the background. You know, the market tells us everything it needs to know, everything we need to know in regards to where the support areas are going to be. So that's the first one right there. So we have 70 cents, 60 cents, and then ultimately down here back down to 50 as a clean area. Okay. Now this is restriction going forward into the market in REN, since we broke that to the downside and we haven't had the opportunity to break back up above it. All right. So let's run with this. If the market in REN is going to consolidate, it's going to consolidate in between these lines. Bring it up there, which is around 95 cents. All right. So let's run with that. So now the question is, which one is more likely to occur? Are we going to see the market in REN break that support area of 70 cents, or are we going to break that restriction area of 95 cents? Which one do you think is more likely? You know, drop that comment in the comment section and tell us. We are on the prowl. We're on the prowl to see where the market is going to move next, so that we can win, so that we can beat everyone else in the cryptocurrency space. Let's do this first by looking at this on a 3-day time frame. All right. So this is the 3-day time frame right here. 6 hours and 35 minutes left on this current 3-day price bar. Sure, we're holding support right now in the market, but do you think it's going to last? Do you think that this is the last place in the market in REN that we're going to hold support? Or do you think we're going to come all the way back down here to 60, 50? That's the area. You know, considering that the overall sentiment in the cryptocurrency space has changed, there's no doubt in my mind that we still have some lower prices to go through. And my first area to see is around 60 cents in the market in REN. Now, just like what we did in Anchor, take a look at the trend. Okay, look at this trend. So this is the area that we can see this market in REN come to. The first one is 60 cents. All right. So look at that. We're going to play the weakness here in the REN as well. We're not seeing any indications of market strength coming through in REN. The first area that we're going to see in REN to hold support is around 60 cents. All right, so let's make this prediction in REN right now. We're looking for the market to try to come down towards 60 cents. That's the first area of support that we're looking on, be on the lookout for. And that's still about 20% decrease in value of that currency, you know. That's a pretty big drop. But again, that would take us right here to our ascending line. And the trend will still be intact, right there around 60 cents. Now, God forbid we break 60 cents to the downside, because the next area is going to be 50. But this is what we're expecting. You know, we're expecting the market in REN to continue to give us weakness, right? And we're going to beat everyone else here. We're going to meet the trap at this price. So now we got two areas that we will come in and TP out the market. TP simply means take profit. All right, we're just going to come in, take the profit, leave the store, go on to the next play. So the first area is going to be right there around 70 cents. Okay, which is around 7.5% profitability. We're cool with that, especially if the market reverses its course of going lower and goes higher in price. We're cool with that. We'll take 7.5% and move on. The ultimate price would be right there around 60 cents. 21% profitability. Already, we're in position. Got it. All right, so let's take a look at the next one, which is ARPA. Okay, we really don't cover this cryptocurrency at all. So this is our first time actually looking at this particular market in ARPA. You guys can see it's been an uptrend. It's been participating right alongside the other majority cryptocurrencies in the market today. So the first thing we're going to do, let's draw this trend first. Okay, we've seen the market in ARPA break the trend. You can see a lot better here on this 3-day time frame, right? Go ahead and zoom in and let you all see. Once you're able to distinguish to what occurs into the market, you're actually able to scale away from the weakness and the hurt, right? This market in ARPA is now breaking the overall trend. So there's no need for us to be hyped. There's no need for us to expect price to go higher. I'm not the bearer of bad news, but we need to realize that the market will go lower. And in this particular situation in ARPA, it is definitely distinguishing itself from breaking the trend of going higher in price to one of going lower, right? Yeah, just like all B's wrote in the comment section, we got 50 people right now viewing this live stream and only 34 likes. Hit that like button if you all appreciate us giving you all a heads up as to where the price is going to go, all without being confused, as well as nothing of those complicated technical indicators that so many people utilize. That doesn't benefit you at all. It cannot predict where prices are going to go. The only thing that will give you the idea and ability to predict price movement is language analysis. So if y'all want to participate, become part of our team, our community, then make sure you hit that like button and subscribe here to the channel. All right. So now, not bad. We now are under the premise that the market in ARPA is weak. Cool. So now the next step is determining how low can the market go. Okay. First things first, we've already seen the market come in and grab support around 7 cents. Ism Schism writes the comment, how high do you think Monero will go? Everyone who's in the live right now, try to answer that question for Ism Schisms. How high do you think Monero can go? He or she didn't give us a time frame as to when he wants to see how high the market price in Monero can go though. But if you track Monero, drop the comment in the comment section and let them know. All right, so real quick, 5-day time frame, a lot of weaknesses here. Okay, a lot of weakness. Weekly time frame, even bigger weakness. So I'm really expecting the market in ARPA to go lower until we see this price break back up above 9.5 cents. Okay, that is the ultimate area. That's the ultimate price for us to know whether or not we are changing the trend, whether or not we're going to continue to see this market in ARPA go up, or are we going to continue to see the price go down. Right there, 9.5 cents. All right. Now the next area that you can see on the weekly time frame has already been created in terms of how low we can go, because the next area of support would be at the high that came in on this weekly price bar, even back down to a nickel, and that's 36%. Right now, many people ain't expecting the market to dip that low, but looking at this on this chart on the weekly time frame in ARPA, you guys can clearly tell that that is in the realm of possibility, right? That the market can drop another 36% in ARPA, no doubt about it. Now we're going to hold our restriction area right there on that horizontal line I just created. Now I'm not telling you that the market is going to dip that low, but it's in the realm of possibility. Okay, for us, we're just going to bring it up here just a tad higher towards 5.5 cents to 6 cents. Okay, so these will be the two areas that we will come in and TP out the market. First one will be 7 cents. We'll come in, take the profit, move on to the next play, which is about 11% profitability there. Ultimately, back down here towards 6 cents, which is about 25%. Now, we're going to get rid of this ascending line right here, and we're going to follow this market in ARPA going lower. This play is going to be involved until we see this market either break our restriction area up 9.5 cents, or we come in and TP out at 7 or 6 cents. Ism Schism, silence is golden, has written, check the full Fibonacci 420 extension for Monero. And that's how high he or she is expecting the price to go. All right. So now that is ARPA. We're going to play the weakness here. Let me go ahead and extend this over. And we're going to follow the market there. So you guys can literally tell here, even here, that we've established some areas here in ARPA. That 7 cents, even all the way back down here towards 6 cents, could be support as well. Now let me bring this in closer. And that's it. It's just that simple. All right, so now let's take a look at the next one, which is going to be Bitcoin. So you guys can see we did a price prediction into the market in Bitcoin already. Zoom in right there on the 22nd of April. You know, we were already under the premise that the market in Bitcoin was weak, and it definitely played out. 7.63% profitability right there. It's just more indication that you're able to do the same thing to get in position and win in the market. All right, so let's take that away. So now, real quick, the trend is right here. We are at a major inflection point as to whether or not the market in Bitcoin is going to go higher or lower. So drop me the comment in the comment section right now and tell me, based off the last 2 days of trading in the market in Bitcoin, do you think we are still in an uptrend? Take a look at this area right here. I'm going to zoom in and show it. Okay, let me zoom in. This is the trend. As I zoom out, you all can see that this is the trend in Bitcoin. We started in fantastic movement into the market in Bitcoin. Now we came back down, and we're testing that ascending line right now, the last 2 days. King David writes, there's a lot of short orders for Bitcoin right now. What are we going to do into the market in Bitcoin? Have we maintained the trend, or are we breaking the trend? It tells us a lot. We started this massive bullish run in Bitcoin all the way back mid-December 2020. So for the first 3 to 4 months of 2021, Bitcoin has just been going higher and higher and higher. BM Rice got one more dip for Bitcoin. So he's trying to tell us that the market in Bitcoin right here is breaking that trend. All right. So now let's take a look at this real quick, because I'm under the premise as well. It is my presumption that Bitcoin is going to take a reprieve. It's going to take a break from moving high in price. You know, that's the thing that I'm seeing in the market in Bitcoin by the last 2 days of trading, of us breaking the trend. Okay, you guys can see 3 days ago right here, the market in Bitcoin tested that ascending line, right? So 2 days into that, we're still seeing the weakness into the market in Bitcoin. The charts don't lie. It's people's interpretation that confuses people. It is the technical indicators that people use that confuses people. This trend is now in the process of being broken. I'm not bullish into the market in Bitcoin right now. Not at all. So we need to try to gauge, like Bion wrote in the comment section, we need to figure out how low can this price go in Bitcoin. He's looking for one more dip. How many of you all are looking for one more dip in Bitcoin? Let me know in the comment section. Let's collaborate. Let's talk about this to see where we're going to go. All right. So the question is, we've already seen some areas of support in Bitcoin when we came here and started trading on the 10th, the 11th, towards the midpoint of February 2021. All right. So let's look at this. This is a 3-day time frame. Okay. Again, you can see the trend being broken in Bitcoin. So when people tell you to buy the dip, I just want to give you all a heads up. They have no idea how low the market's going to go. So you need to be prepared to understand that you don't need to buy on every dip. You just need to stay on the sideline. Just sit back and wait until the market actually shows you where the support area is going to be. Because first thing is first, we can tell. Over the last three-day price bars, the volume in Bitcoin has been on the increase and the market continues to drop in price. Taylor Dawson writes, I'm hoping that there is only one more dip. Silence is golden writes, $42,000 looks logical. I would agree with you too. Silence is golden. I could definitely see that being a logical area of support in the market in Bitcoin. Okay, because already it's been created. The trap is already telling us that he's going to prop up the market at least initially right here around $47,000. Okay. King David writes, he's anticipating a Bitcoin dip and is selling his position. The problem is people are selling alts for Bitcoin and others are exiting Bitcoin. Okay, NAM Nume writes that. Check it out in the comment section. All right, so now the bigger area of support in the market in Bitcoin is right there around $44,000. Okay. Silence is gold and says $42,000 is an area of support, which is pretty accurate, around 42.5. Okay. So what we're going to do, the trend is being broken in the market in Bitcoin. I'm just going to keep it there. You know, we could keep this as our gauge as to whether or not the market is reversing course, or are we still intact to continue to see this market dip in price? No doubt. So now, let's look at the market in Bitcoin on a weekly time frame. You guys can even see here that the last 2 weeks, we've seen an increase in volume as well as an increase in spread. The market in Bitcoin is weak. My first area, though, that I'm going to expect Bitcoin to drop is around $44,000 to no lower than like around $40,000 per Bitcoin. Okay, take a look at this on a 2 weeks time frame. This tells us a lot here too. Within a 2 weeks time frame, we literally have erased all of this work and effort that people came in and participated in Bitcoin in one weekly price bar. Look at that. So in 1 week, we saw the market in Bitcoin trade between 2, 4, 6 weeks of trading. This market in Bitcoin has just been trading in between this one price bar. That is massive. That says a lot about what the market is trying to do in Bitcoin. So I think everyone in our comment section who's watching this live is giving us the idea that Bitcoin is weak and that we probably got one more dip to go through, right? So we're going to play that. We're just going to simply follow what the trap drops in on us. Now, we got our first area of support into the market in Bitcoin right here around $44,000. That's going to be our first area of TP. That's going to be the first area that we're going to expect the market try to prop the price up right there at $44,000. Okay. We broke the trend. So we're not expecting the market in Bitcoin to go higher in price. Now, 3 weeks time frame. The market could come all the way back down to 42,500. Now, the biggest area that I'm seeing in the market in Bitcoin is 40. Okay, that area will be used as a psychological area because it's an even number, and many people in the market is going to try to hold that out in Bitcoin. So we said our first area of support, TP, is going to be right there around $44,000, which is right here, 12.5% profitability. 42.5 would be the next area, all the way back down to 40. Okay, now take a look at that. That's 20% drop in the market in Bitcoin that we are anticipating, right? The restriction area in the market in Bitcoin is now going to be no higher than $57,600. This is a closer area of restriction though in the market in Bitcoin. Okay. But I'm gonna do it around 57.5. So now we're in position. This is what we're expecting. You might not want to see it, you might not want to hear it, but if anything, you are now in the know. You now realize that the market in Bitcoin is definitely broken the trend, right? So we are now under the premise that the market is going to walk lower and lower and lower in price. First area for us, TP, was around 44,000. Second area, 42.5. Third area, no lower than 40. That's it. We're in position right there. So now, do y'all agree? Do y'all think the market of Bitcoin is going to continue to fall in price? Or do you think we're going to come back up to higher price move to where we'll at least see the price break back up above our ascending line? You know, let us know. All right, so let's do this real quick. The next one that we're going to look at is going to be Atom or Cosmos. So I don't know how many of y'all are interested in Cosmos, but again, here it is. All right, 65 people right now watching the live stream. We got 43 likes. Come on, if you haven't hit that like button yet, go ahead and tap it. We're here to give you all a heads up as to where price is going to go. If anything, you should be able to learn a lot from our predictions and how to use language analysis. All right, so do that real quick. So now we did a price prediction into the market in Atom. Sweet Canary writes, Bitcoin is going to go down. I agree. I think we all agree that Bitcoin is getting us a lot of weakness and that it is losing its momentum to go high in price. So now we did a prediction in Atom already. Like I told you, we wasn't surprised to see the market in these cryptocurrencies dip in price. In fact, we were just sitting back waiting for the market to do it. And in this particular situation in Cosmos, what's going on, Clayton? Welcome. No worries, man. You don't have to apologize for being late. We just want to thank you for taking the opportunity out to take your time to watch this live stream. Hopefully you have been learning a lot from our videos and our content, because we really want everyone to do this on their own. You know, it'll be a lot better for each and every one of you to predict prices on your own so that you won't be fooled or believing what other people are trying to show you. All right. That's right, John Doe. Up or down, you need to have a plan. All right, so let's look at this real quick. So like I said, we did a price prediction into the market in Cosmos or Atom back here on the 17th. We played a weakness, 12.4% profitability into the market there. If you were to get out here, you'd be at 25%. But either or, we grabbed the profits out the market right before the market moves there. Okay, so that is done. That is over. So now we got one line on our price chart. We're not going to give you any confusion. None. So take a look. Is it really hard to understand what the market in Cosmos is doing? In Atom, it's not at hard. It's not hard at all. Scott Riggs, right? Good stuff here. One more dip coming. Do you have a mentorship or some type of class on how you come to your analysis of what's going on? Thank you for your hard work. Hey, what's going on, Scott? Definitely appreciate you watching the stream. We don't have any courses yet, any mentorship yet. We're in the process of trying to get that completed because this information that we possess is powerful. You know, I'll be honest with you all that understanding the market sentiment will give you a lot of ammunition to come in and take the profit right back from the trap. You know, and just in the meantime, you know, just continue to watch our videos. Try to see if you could grab out some of the nuggets that we drop in terms of what we're seeing and what we're anticipating on these price charts. But we will have something forthcoming in regards to us doing a mentorship or a class type setting to where we can continue to teach the majority of you all and kind of take our time and look at price charts so that you can become familiarized with what we're seeing on the price chart. So I appreciate that comment. So back to Cosmos and Atom, you guys can see right here. Yes, we broke the trend. We're not going to be confused. We're not going to be fooled. The trap is already showing us that the trend has been broken. Okay, so now we got that out the way. There's no need for us to be confused then. If the trend is broken, if the trend of higher price movement is broken, that can only leave us with two other options on the table, right? That can only leave us with two other options. Either the market in Atom or Cosmos is going to trade sideways, or we're going to continue to drop in price. It's just that easy. So first thing is first, you can see now that since we are no longer in an uptrend in Cosmos, that this would be the next best thing for the market is to see this market consolidate right there. So I would say the consolidation range is between $24 back down to $16 for Cosmos as of this particular moment. That is the current environment in Cosmos. We're going to expect the market to consolidate. Now, as I translate this market over to a different time frame, let's see if this market is still giving us weakness though. So you can see we got a lot of price action in between $22 all the way back down here to 16. A lot of price action. So the market definitely lets us know that if anything, he's going to want to trade that price in Atom right in between $22 and $16. What's going on, Ashad? What did you wanted us to look at a cryptocurrency today? Just want to welcome you to our community and our team. Definitely appreciate you believing in our content and information that we are creating. I want to look in the comment section. I thought you wanted us to take a look at a cryptocurrency. Yeah, just keep it locked in here, Ashad. We're going to go ahead and send out a community post beginning of the week just to see what charts you want to look at. We'll take the opportunity out to go ahead and pay attention to something that you are otherwise interested in that we don't cover. So now we're looking at the market in Atom real quick, and you all can see I'm pretty much seeing that the market's going to consolidate. I don't expect the market to really give us a lot of weakness based off the price action, the price history we've already seen in the market. Okay, we'll go ahead and take a look at Stellar then. All right, so now we already know that the market in Cosmos is broken. So we're going to play the weakness, but we're going to be a little bit more conservative in our weakness that we are following in Cosmos, right? We're not expecting too much weakness as we are in Bitcoin or in REN or ARPA, right? Or Anchor. we can already tell that the market pretty much appreciates this price range. Okay. Now I wanted to take a look at the market real quick on a 2 weeks time frame to try to gauge how weak this market in Atom really is. And it's weak, but it's not extremely weak as what we're seeing into the other markets. Okay. So let's do this real quick. We're just going to play the weakness in the market for Atom or Cosmos to the low of that trading range, which was around $16. Okay. So that's still about 15.25% movement to the downside in Cosmos. And we're going to hold that restriction area right there around 22. Okay, so that's about the consolidation of range that we're getting into the market in Cosmos. All right. Now, we'll come in and take some profit off the table in Atom right here around 18, which is around 4.62%. All right, right there, but no lower than around $16. Okay, so that is it. Phantom beat right. This market is going to rebound nicely by June. Okay. Now we could look at the monthly time frame. And by June, looking at the monthly time frame in Atom, we have 2 months. The month of May doesn't look positive in the sense of seeing a rebound yet. So the rebound might occur maybe around $10, even around 14 for what I'm getting on the chart. Okay, so that is Cosmos, that is Atom right there, playing in weakness there, but not a lot. A lot of the other cryptocurrencies that we already checked out is giving us weakness a lot more than Cosmos is. So this is the next one. This is SXP. You guys can see that we don't cover this currency neither. You guys can already tell for the most part, it has been participating right alongside the trend. Like this market in SXP has been in an uptrend, and we have 2 ascending lines, right? The market broke out, and we're not going to switch it up. We're not going to give you all any FUD or FOMO. It is what it is. The market here in SXP has been in an uptrend. It broke out, and now we're coming right back down to an area of at least comfortability, right? So now let's take this back over to the daily time frame real quick. And I wanted to zoom out to see if we can kind of gauge how low the market in SXP can go. Okay, pretty much $2.65, $2.50 would be the first area of support. Let me look at this on a 3-day time frame. It doesn't look, based off the 3-day time frame, that the market's going to be able to hold 250. It's a chance, 20-25% chance that it can, but I can see the market come all the way down to $2.25 though. Right. All right, so check this out. Sweet Canary writes a comment: should we put our alts that are in some profit into USDC, or put the profits already into Ethereum? Everyone in the comments who's watching this live, go ahead and help her out. Let us know, what do you all think? What should we do? Should we take the profits that we already gained from this last movement high in price and place it into a stable coin as USDC, or should we put into another cryptocurrency? What would you do? If Ethereum gets below 2150, short it. Okay, it was somebody wrote in the comment section. King David writes, he took some of his profits and placed it into Solidity. Is SOL Solidity? So is that Soul Train, King David? I never heard of that one. All right, so let's do this real quick. Let me get back to SXP, the prediction. Again, we're going to play the weakness here. The restriction area that we are going to track into the market is going to be here around $3.75. And 250 will be the first area that we're going to TP out the market in SXP. That would be the first area, but all the way down here to around $2.25, $2.21. Solana, okay. So why do you like that currency, King David? Solana? What makes them stand out from all the other cryptocurrencies in the market? Jimmy Poo writes, this is for Sweet Canary. Save 25% in stable for now and spend the rest on your favorite alts periodically as they drop. Yeah, I'll kind of go with the same thing that Jimmy Poo wrote, Sweet Canary. You know, because there will always be some plays going on in the other cryptocurrency that the market will go higher in price. You would just have to be under the premise not to stay in a play too long. Okay. Yeah, Luna, Solana, and Monero currently outperforming Bitcoin right now. All right, so let's do this real quick. That's going to be the play for XXP. Going to play the weakness on this one as well. You guys can see that the overall trend is down here. And we're going to expect that the market's going to try to come at least towards this ascending line to continually grab that support area. All right. So now let's move on to the last one that Ashad wanted us to check out. Let's do this one real quick. Let me switch this over back onto the daily, so we can watch this on the daily time frame to see where the market is going to go. Right there. All right, so let's look at this last one, which is Stellar. All right, so check this out. We were watching the market in Stellar, right? And we've been eyeing the market, expecting it to really see if it's going to hold this support area right there around 43 cents a shot. And literally you can see here that the market is trying to grab support down here in this vicinity. Okay. So as we do this prediction, we need to see if the market's going to come back down and test that area. Okay. There's no need for us to fool you. We're not here to prop you up. This is the current trend into the market in Stellar. And it's a swift downtrend. You know, it's not a slow methodical movement downtrend in Stellar right now. This is very severe. Okay. So as we do this prediction, we're going to focus in on this particular price right here. This is the price range that we're going to utilize to try to gauge what's going to happen into the market. Okay. Right there. Now, we've seen some areas of support in the market in Stellar right here. So my eyes is going to be focused in on whether or not the trap is going to try to come in and hold support at 40 cents, or these are going to try to dip it below 35. And we could get a better idea of that by looking at the market in Stellar on a longer time frame. Okay. So this is the 3-day time frame, and the market really is not giving us a lot of information there. Okay. It's not. So we need to switch it over to a different time frame then. What about on the 5-day? Because the last 2 5-day price bars is definitely giving us a lot of volatility of downward pressure. The volume is not extreme though. So what it tells me is that Stellar is, many people who's involved in Stellar is not too concerned with the movement to the downside. Because if they were, then more people would have gotten out their position and taken a profit or taken a loss, right? So it hasn't hit the market in Stellar yet. On the 2 weeks time frame, this is where the market is really giving us a lot of weakness. It is really showing us that we could go a lot lower in price on the weekly time frame. So depending on your time preference in Stellar, the sooner you're in the market, like if you're looking at this on a daily, 2-day, 3-day time frame, the market looks stable. Okay. I'm literally looking for the market to be stable over the next couple of days. But when you look at this on a 2 weeks time frame, right, for us to see the market in stellar go high, right, only on the next one. Let me do this. Let me get rid of this. So this is a massive indication of what the market is trying to do. Okay, when you see the market in one price bar go higher, okay, and then the next one it goes back down, that is weakness. Okay, that is automatically weakness. So when we see that, that is the type of mind frame we need to come back into, especially when it covers the whole spread of that previous 2 week price bar. Stellar is now coming right back down towards it. So I'm not too bullish in the long term in the market in stellar, not right now. So I'm going to play the weakness for the long term only. But like I said, daily basis, yeah, we can see the market stable, you know, bouncing between, 40 cents back up to around 45 cents. But then the resumption to lower price move would now enter the further out in time you go. Okay. So let's do that. This is the monthly time frame. Like we got 6 days and 6 hours left for stellar for the month of April. Take a look at it though. We saw the market for the month of April come out and top out around 69 cents, right? Now we're down to 42. So I'm not amped. I'm not at all that bullish into the market in stellar. I'm looking for us to go lower in price. Now, if we were just say, for instance, break price above 45 cents in stellar, then I would be really amped to see that market continue to go higher in price. So that would be the price level that I would be expecting or be on the lookout for to see if price breaks up above. Because if it does, then yeah, I would be expecting the market in stellar to go higher in price. Right? No doubt. So let's do this here. We're going to play the weakness into the market in stellar. Okay. Now 45 cents is that area of restriction into the market in stellar, but I'm going to place it closer towards the overall trend into the market, which is down right there towards 48 cents. Okay. Now the first area of TP is going to be around 40 cents, which gives us about 5%. Like I said, on a daily basis, I'm not really seeing that much volatility right now. But from a 2 weeks perspective, I'm definitely expecting that market in stellar to give us a little bit more weakness. And the ultimate TP price is going to be right there around 37.5 cents, which is about 12% movement to the downside. Now, we can't go no lower than 35 cents. Okay. We go lower than 35 cents, we're going to come all the way back down and test 31 cents in the long term. 31 cents would be what? 26% drop in value right there. Okay. So I'm not going to put that on the radar right now, but it is something that we can definitely see as this market continues to trade for the summer months of 2021. Okay. So this is it. This is what we're going to expect into the market in stellar. All right. So as you all can see, in conclusion of this live stream, all of the cryptocurrencies still have some weakness to go. And I think even some of you all in the comment section even mentioned that we still can see some weakness, right? We got one more dip to go through. Many people in the comment section is expecting the market to continue to dip. And based off the price chart, that's pretty much what we're getting. You know, the price charts don't lie. We did our price predictions. We are in position to capitalize on the market, or at least sit the sideline until we hit those price levels. And then we'll come back in, take a look around the store to see if the market is still giving us weakness or we still have lower prices to go through. All right. So again, thank you all for taking out the opportunity out to watch our live stream. We're here to give you all a heads up as to where we're looking for the price to go. And hopefully you all have learned something from the videos, from the content that we are garnering, because many people speaks out of both sides of their mouth. They give you, those type of words. It could possibly go to, it could dip, it could go higher, it could go lower, with no idea what they're talking about. We're going to give you the information unbiasedly. We're going to give you the information if it's going to be bullish, even if it's going to be bearish. The The market is a volatile market, especially in the cryptocurrency space. And the best thing that you can do is eliminate some of that confusion by technical analysis, technical indicators, or even some type of article that's on the news. No worries, Ashad. Thank you for being part of our community and our team. So now that is it. I'm going to give you all your time back. I don't want to hold you all up. Just want to give you all an expectation as to what we're seeing on the chart. Thank you all for watching our videos. And as always, like I always try to tell you, make sure you maintain a profitability and be on the lookout. Talk to you all later. Have a good weekend.